about to embark on a 16-day Trans-Pacific Viking cruise from LA to Hawaii and back. We will have 5 sailing days each way, with lots of time to relax. Enjoy the beautiful amenities, spa, restaurants, and fascinating enrichment talks. The Nordic Spa includes saunas, steam rooms, thermal pools, and the invigorating snow grotto. A scenic drive around Hilo with a stop at the Japanese-influenced Liliuokalani Park and Gardens, and the King Kamehameha statue, which commemorates the man who unified the Hawaiian Islands in 1810. Then, an enjoyable visit to the Pana'ewa Rainforest Zoo and Gardens, the U.S.'s only tropical rainforest botanical garden and zoo. Both the native foliage and the resident wildlife were beautiful. At Rainbow Falls, we admired its 80-foot cascade amid a lush tropical setting and banyan trees. Finished our day with a stop at the Big Island Candy Store. Who can resist shortbread dipped in dark chocolate? Cocktails before dinner at the chef's table with 2 of our favorite bartenders, Algie and Dodie. The Aloha Tower is a retired lighthouse that is considered one of the landmarks of the state of Hawaii. Opened in 1926, it has been, and continues to be, a guiding beacon welcoming vessels to the city of Honolulu.
Someday I wish upon a star and wait.
December 7th, 1941. The Pearl Harbor attack resulted in the loss of 2,390 American lives. This included sailors, soldiers, Marines, and civilians. Additionally, 1,178 people were wounded. The attack resulted in significant damage to U.S. Navy vessels, including the sinking of 5 battleships. Less than 2 hours later, the surprise attack was over, and every battleship in Pearl Harbor had sustained significant damage. In all, 21 vessels were sunk or heavily damaged. All but USS Arizona, USS Oklahoma, and the USS Utah were eventually salvaged and returned to service. President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed the nation the next day and stated that December 7th, 1941, is a date that will live in infamy. The USS Bowfin, a fleet attack submarine, was launched on December 7, 1942, exactly 1 year after the attack on Pearl Harbor. She fought in the Pacific during World War II, making 9 patrol runs, including Japanese depth bomb attacks and downed flyer rescue missions. She was nicknamed the Pearl Harbor Avenger. Fleet Admiral Chester W. Nimitz, U.S. Navy. Built in the midst of World War II in the Brooklyn Navy Yard, USS Missouri was christened by Margaret Truman on January 29, 1944. She served proudly in World War II, the Korean War, and the Gulf War for a 51-year-long career, before being decommissioned in 1992. She returned to the Middle East to bombard Iraqi forces in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia and participated in the Battle of Khafji. The USS Missouri fired a total of 783 16-inch artillery shells during Operation Desert Storm. On September 2, 1945, World War II formally ends as representatives of the warring nations gather aboard the USS Missouri in Tokyo Bay to sign the instrument of formal surrender of Japan to the Allied powers. Approximately 53,000 veterans and their family members are buried at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific, also known as Punchbowl Cemetery. This includes those who served in World War I, World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War, along with their eligible family members. Additionally, over 28,000 names of those missing in action or lost at sea are inscribed on the corpses of the missing. The state fish of Hawaii is the beautiful reef triggerfish. We would see these oftentimes while diving on the island of Bonaire. As we were leaving Kauai, these crazy crew teams rode right in front of our ship. The restaurant is the main dining room on the Viking Ocean ships. The service, food, and decor are outstanding.
breeze. The skirt along cabin made of earth and wood. We lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good.
The Yao Valley has been designated a National Natural Landmark. The Yao Needle is 2,250 feet high and is known as the phallic stone of Kanaloa, Hawaiian god of the ocean. On August 8, 2023, a series of wind-driven wildfires ravaged the Hawaiian island of Maui, causing widespread damage and ranking among the deadliest in U.S. history. The fires, fueled by Hurricane Dora and dry conditions, struck the historic resort town of Lahaina the hardest, reducing most of it to ash. Claiming 102 lives, the fire destroyed over 2,200 structures, with federal officials estimating $5.5 billion in damages. A crushing regulatory burden and anti-growth policies have stymied efforts to rebuild homes and businesses lost in the wildfires. Almost 2 years since the fires, only 6 houses have been rebuilt. Interestingly, Whalers Village, located in Kanapali, just a few miles north of Lahaina, was not physically affected by the fire. However, many businesses had to temporarily close due to power outages. When we visited in March, everything was back to normal. It is a beautiful area. Dr. Ainsley Waldon, Scottish-born, lives in Australia, is one of Australia's leading mensas. Her IQ is literally off the charts. She is fascinated with the life of geniuses, very entertaining, and reminds us of Penelope from Criminal Minds. LaBufadora is the world's second-largest marine geyser, spraying water up to heights of 100 feet, accompanied by the sound of thunder. The seals were very verbal as we were leaving port.
You may see a stranger. You may see a stranger.